Whenever a new day begins, it starts with food. And nowadays, with food comes reflection.
We have to change to meet the growing demand of the consumers.
We need to develop different agricultural methods in order to feed the world.
Everything within our chain we have to take care of.
If we want to keep doing business in the future, we need to do business in a sustainable way today.
The world is full of natural riches, potential, growth. Lots of it, but possibly not enough. Already soil quality is in decline in large parts of the world, and already we are running out of resources. Meanwhile, the global population is growing. Within the next 40 years, global food requirements will double. That means we will need more food, better food, safer food, which is easier said than done.
The current supply will not be sufficient for the future demand. It's as simple as that. We have to change the productivity of the farmer to meet the growing demand of the consumers. We work with many farmers in West Africa. The issues in the cocoa chain are low productivity and therefore low incomes for farmers, low soil fertility, also in competition with other crops, like for instance rubber in West Africa. It's crucial that the cocoa farmer remains interested in producing cocoa. We believe by increasing the profitability of farming, generations have a bigger chance of staying in their farms and therefore securing the future supply of the cocoa. The ultimate dream, of course, is that every ton of cocoa in the world will be produced in a sustainable way. Therefore, we're working actively with farmers, using our expertise on the ground to create a platform where we can put all our expertise together. We also see that giving access to education and health facilities are an important factor in the sustainability of these cocoa sectors. The role of farmer groups and the role of cooperatives is very important. Part of our philosophy is to strengthen the governance of these cooperatives, because these cooperatives will in the end help us and help the farmers to build more sustainable cocoa communities. It's about working together, looking for solutions which can contribute to making supply chains more sustainable.
More sustainable communities, more responsible stewardship. We must learn to nurture all that is of value, and that includes the air that we breathe, the water we drink, and the soil on which we live. Assuming infinite sources is perhaps good for our peace of mind and easy on our conscience, but it's not very realistic.
It is our duty to make sure that we don't exploit our world too much so that there's nothing left for future generations. We are one of the first generations to really see the impact of a growing world population on our environment. One of our biggest challenges is that the availability of shrimp might become a problem. There's an increased demand on fisheries to produce enough shrimp to feed the planet. We are operating in a World Heritage Site, so we are investing in techniques to lessen the impact on the world around us. Traditionally, the nets are dragged along the bottom of the sea, causing a lot of turbulence and damage to the seabed. By looking at techniques to make sure the nets float above the seabed, we are lessening the impact and making sure that this World Heritage Site stays the way it is today. Heiploeg has been one of the initiators for the MSC certification of brown shrimp, so that it is not extinct by overfishing. Well, sustainability for Hyploeg is more than ensuring that there's enough shrimp in the future. We are currently peeling our brown shrimp in Morocco, which entails that we have a lot of transportation via trucks. One of the techniques that we are looking at today is to invest in machine-peeled shrimp, which would drastically reduce the number of food miles for our products. We believe that investing in sustainable products gives us a head start over our competition. On the other side, the sources are finite, so if we want to ensure that we can keep doing business in the future, we need to do business in a sustainable way today.
For many food producers today, there is a need to act on sustainability. They are very much aware that there is a commercial challenge involved in sustainable trade. But there's more. Because sustainability today involves all kinds of ethical issues. Consumers want to know the realities behind food production. Increasingly, production methods are subjected to national and international regulation, legislation and inspection. And that means a whole new game plan. For example, with regard to animal welfare.
Animal welfare, animal health, that's one of the main issues we have to take care of. Based on the consumer demands, we try to get all the regulations that we need to produce our veal within our safety guard program. So everything you can think of what's within our chain, we have to take care of. We work together with the Dutch Society of Protection for Cruelty to Animals. And together with them, we do some studies to see how we can improve the animal welfare. And a lot of our calves have the Better Life hallmark. Well, as you can see, we are here in a nice stable with a lot of light, a nice environment, and we keep our calves in group housing, so they can eat, sleep and play together. And besides the calf milk that we feed them, they get the ravage, and that increases the animal welfare. We transport the calves with the comfort class. And within the comfort class trucks we do have cameras to see if the calves are all right during the travel. Besides that, food safety is also important. We do sell our veal throughout the whole world, and based on the unique ear number of the calves, our customers can find the whole history of the calf. It's very important that we can combine all the information we have to the piece of veal that we sell in the end to someone somewhere in the world.
Sharing information, transparency, honesty. It's not just consumers and governments that demand them. The retail trade too is very much aware that consumer needs, nutritional priorities, and enlightened ethics should not be ignored.
In the world where we currently act, sustainability is here to stay. This is not a fashionable topic. Well, what you see with the growth of the global population and enormous development of wealth, particularly in Southeast Asia, we do see that agricultural commodities become more and more scarce. We see an enormous growth of cost prices. And for a retailer like Ahold, it is vital to make a contribution and also to take a forward-looking position in order to manage our business. We really want to know where we source our products. For a product like avocado, we do source it from a few countries on the other side of the globe. And together with these farmers, we really build a sustainable business. So we are convinced that our suppliers do everything they can in order to avoid child labor or pesticide issues. Pork is one of the most significant segments in, let's say, in the meat category of supermarkets in general. And we've been working intensively with our suppliers to make each of these lines more sustainable. Well, this is one example of a 3-star, let's say, pork line. So this is the Albert Heijn Pure and Honest brand. It is organic pork meat. And you can see here that this product applies for 3 stars. The animal have been raised with additional space, with extra care for the way the animals have been treated, and they've only been fed with organic feed. The way we produce the private labels for Ahold and Albert Heijn needs to be handled in a more sustainable manner. It's an enormous challenge. This impacts a lot of companies, a lot of people, a lot of farmers. But we believe that it's vital for, let's say, not only for the positioning of our company, but also for the future of our society and for planet Earth.
It seems like only yesterday that sustainability was a fringe issue. Now, it's here to stay. Never again will we enjoy food without a heritage, a story, an identity. Such identities are based on principles because that's what critical markets demand. That's why food and agribusinesses need such principles, and why Rabobank can help in formulating, enforcing, and living by them. Today it's an important road to business success. Tomorrow, it'll be the only way.
We need to look at models that are good for people, planet and profit.
That means that we need to change our thinking and we need to look to see how we can feed the world around us in the future.
And if we do not take care of that, then there will be no production of food anymore in the future.
You could see it as a pain in the ass, but I see it more as a license to operate.